against, simply out of the sake of with 94 decibels. I think the Narwhal at Ultra Quiet does not put out 94 decibels because yay natural convection power plant. I mean, it was a one-off design, but it made her a very, very quiet submarine. I don't think until the Seawolf the US actually was able to make another, no, not until the Seawolf could the US make a quieter submarine than the Narwhal, because it is actually quieter than the LA class. Which is interesting, making it the quietest of the US subs in the base game, like the ones you can play during the campaign. So, me at Ultra Quiet, 94 decibel water, yeah, this is fine. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Well, that's Norway/Russia-ish. So what I'm thinking is there's a decent bit of deep water right there. So we're just going to kind of set a super distant long-range course.
Come right to 225, helm I.
Bearing a 225. So if nothing else,
sonar new contact bearing 172, designated Sierra 1.
So we have a contact. It's not a very strong contact, but it is a contact. Since they're submarine gatekeepers, it's probably a submarine.
Con sonar Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
That actually is pretty good for us. I'm going to go ahead and null out the rate at this point. Call it good enough.
Raise the ESM mast.
ESM up scope. I'm going to go ahead and look around. Yes, our fin's going out of the water a little bit. It's a really decent day out, actually. Just doing a little quick look. We're definitely detected, according to that. Don't see any contacts. At least not on quick inspection. And this is a high look, by the way. It's not a 50 feet, it's a 45. So that's up pretty good.
Downscope.
Alright, let's lower the periscope. We're gonna leave our ESM mast up for a minute. See if it can't figure out what is getting pulsed. Although it is wartime, so it could just be various communique. As of yet, it seems like a lone Foxtrot headed north.
Lower the ESM mast.
Oh, whatever. Let's pull that back down, just in case there is an aircraft or something. So they're saying he's pretty deep. So we're going to go ahead and go down to 300 feet ourselves.
Depth 300 feet, dive by.
Because Quick Look and ESM both said, no, there aren't surface ships actively hunting for us. So that means this is a sub fight, which means we do not want to be that close to the surface. At least not at this time. In the meantime, our sensors have a pretty good idea on this ID on this Foxtrot, which I'm about 85% sure at this point that's a Foxtrot. Which diesel electric boats are quiet-ish, but we have them beat, like soundly beat. The problem is we do have a very limited supply of torpedoes, and I do not know if he's alone or not. I know if I shoot him, we'll know. Because if he's dead, his buddies will either come hunting me down, or we're going to start hearing lots of launch transients, and this is going to get very, very entertaining. It's going to become very entertaining very quickly. Okay, so now we have course and speed on this Foxtrot, and a 66% targeting solution and target acquisition, really. But that solution is rapidly improving. So, yeah, like we're up to 71% now. He still doesn't have us on his passive sonar yet, so yeah. The Russian passive sonar is inferior to the US passive sonar, or at least that's what I've found. Then I think the American ships were also somewhat quieter than the Russians, which altogether makes it nice, although the Americans always operated by their lonesome, whereas the Russians like to operate in teams and packs, which
On. dive at 300 feet, dive by.
Means the Americans had quality, not necessarily quantity. Of course, I think that was true anyway. I do believe the Russians did have more total operational submarines than the Americans did. Throughout most of the Cold War, actually. Oh, there we go. So we have a weapons solution on him now. There he is. Oh, he's belling up on us. Oh, that's... He's very close.
Come right to 235. Helm aye.
Alright, let's just go ahead and feed him a fish then. Fire 2-1. Range to enable 1.67 miles.
2-1. Aye, sir.
Because he is right there. Odds are he heard that, and at this range...
Con sonar, launch transient
yeah,
from
no, it was
Sierra
time for us
1.
to spin up and go to full
Con
torpedo
sonar,
evasion.
launch transient from Sierra 1.
See just how close to the bottom can we get.
Con, fire control, we've lost the wire.
Because I want to get under his torps.
Passing 400 feet.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
I also got to be very careful of my own weapon. Because it lost the wire.
Con sonar, torpedo in the water. Torpedo
So,
in the
yep,
water.
there it is.
Bearing 1, 2, 4.
Con, torpedo room, tube jammed on launch.
Well, that was
Con
dumb.
sonar, noisemaker, bearing 1, 4, 8.
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
Alright, so now we're dancing with our own weapon. And I accidentally jammed our other torpedo tube because I'm a dumbass.
Passing 400 feet.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Passing 300 feet.
Hi, Ivan.
Passing 200 feet. Con, knuckle formed.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 2-5 knots.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra.
You
1,
may have that
bearing
back!
2, 5, 3, contact breaking.
That is my... That was meant for you. No give-backs. No changes, exchanges, or refunds. So nearby, okay.
Passing 200 feet.
So we jammed a torpedo tube because I'm an idiot and tried to fire at full speed.
Passing
Oop.
300 feet.
See, this is where I should probably not have my released decoy button.
Passing
Con sonar,
Right
no
next-
longer
'cause I-
cavitating.
I use my mouse, and the drop decoy button is right next to the down front thingies, down fins. The dive button. So I've got.
Con sonar, regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 2, 9,
So
1.
sometimes I'll screw up and press both of them. Well done, that was not our mission target. No kidding, it wasn't our mission target. Our mission target was to get back to Holy Lock, which is now a very high priority because we only have one torpedo left. There have not been a huge number of surface ship missions, which is unfortunate because I honestly prefer those over the sub hunts. Okay. You and your XO proudly send the rest of the crew ashore for some days' rest of just mission performance. The Admiral and 9 invites you for a personal debrief and a toast. Spectacular. Toronto tankers. We're in the Norwegian Sea. Okay, well, first things first, let's go ahead and get the tubes patched up. NATO back in Belgium. That's always a plus. Now, I do want my... Whoops. That's not what I wanted. Let's get our 4 TASMs and 4 Ugrams loaded. And then max out our Torps. Okay. Review orders. So we're looking for a resupply group in the Norwegian Sea. Now, why there'd be a resupply group? What the resupply group in the Norwegian Sea is doing is a whole other ball game. We're just looking at a very high clip. I'll slow down a little bit, because they may very well not actually be in the Norwegian Sea yet. Resupply vessels moving out of the area, the opportunity's been lost, that's fine, we missed a couple. Oh damn, we could have caught some of their big ships. Actually much easier at catching fast warships, we know what they're doing. Enemy cruise missile submarine is transiting southward in the Norwegian Sea towards the North Atlantic convoy routes. It's believed to be a Juliet. Okay. So we're now hunting subs, so I'm loading torpedoes. Oh, there's a subgroup in the Norwegian Sea. Okay, hit. I need to respond to this quick. All hands, man your battle stations.
Con, so
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Oh my god, there's not a bottom. This is kind of nice. Alright, so we ran into something. We're looking for a Juliet. Because you know the Russians are sending out a Juliet cruise missile sub to go harass the North Atlantic.
sonar, new contact bearing 238, designated Sierra 2.
Our objective is to make that not happen. That looks like comfortably like a Victor
sonar,
3.
Sierra 2 is classified as submerged submarine.
Are you the Juliet? You are also not the Juliet.
Sonar, Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
The Victor 3 is definitely the higher threat of the two.
Come left to 155, helm aye.
He's sitting right above the layer. That also means he does not have us on passive. We do have him, apparently. Now the Victor 3 is the first of the Victors that had a total ray and is by far one of the most threatening Russian boats I can run into. Short, of course, of the Sierra class. The Sierra is the Victor's, I'm not going to say replacement, they're kind of a side grade, but they are definitely, in general, a more modern and better boat, but The Victor 3 and the Sierra are very comparable opponents. The Sierra might be a little bit better in just all the things, but that would be about the only difference. Running into a Sierra is a relatively rare occurrence in this game. At least that's what I've seen. Alright, so Victor, I want to put him off about like there. I can see him on the towed array, I can see the November on the towed array. Okay, where are they? So he's diving, he's diving. So they're both diving below the layer now. He still doesn't quite have us yet, but he might soon. We're just, in the meantime, we're just passively improving solution. Seems like his range is opening. Yeah, we may end up in his baffle sooner than later. Just time accelerating while these solutions lock down a little bit. So there's the Victor. Definitively. There's the November. So the November's right there. Victor's off there a ways. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and throw torpedo at Victor first. Wrong side. And use this side. Torpedo at Victor, well, let's just go 7.1 thousand yards to enable. Fire to 2.
Also
going to feed November a fish.
221. Aye, sir.
November's like on top
Con
of
sonar,
us.
launch transient from Sierra 2.
And then we're going full torpedo evasion. We actually have the ocean to play in now, which is kind of nice. So we can go ahead and do what the narwhal swimming in the ocean does best, and go deep.
Passing 700 feet.
So we're literally just nosing down
Passing
and
800 feet.
diving for our life at this point. Yeah, he threw a noisemaker, but that weapon isn't
Passing
even hot
900
yet.
feet.
So that noisemaker's just gonna sink a little bit and be generally useless.
Passing 1,000 feet.
Lock. 1,000 feet.
Passing 1,100 feet.
I'm gonna null out the rate at that point. Let's really null out
Passing
the weight.
1,200 feet.
Let's really null out the weight and go is up planes.
Con, fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
I wanna hook this way.
Come right to 275.
So we don't have to think about our weapon possibly locking onto us again, because that would be awkward, and we also want to
Con
change
sonar,
course.
lost contact. Sierra
Unfortunately,
2,
we did lose
last
the
bearing
Victor.
230. Contact faded.
That's not the end of the world.
Con sonar,
Hit on
lost
November.
contact.
Okay.
Sierra 1, last bearing 138.
Let's just
Contact
figure
breaking
out
up.
what's going on with these. Okay, so those weapons are coming in this angle. So we want to actually hook back the other way so we don't intercept them. And our weapon is still just a lone torpedo swimming off into the distance at this point.
Con, maneuvering.
I think both those
making
are way
turns
above
for
us.
2-5.
Let's go ahead and slow back down to 5 knots.
knots.
And see if we
Maneuvering
can't
on.
Con
reacquire
sonar,
Victor.
torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 236.
Actually, let's go up instead of down. Dodge this weapon. Up and towards it. Because it's having us for like instants. I didn't mean to drop that decoy.
Passing 1,200 feet.
Con
Yeah,
sonar,
that's-
torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 280.
It's like having us for an instant, then it's losing us.
Passing 1,000 feet.
See what I mean?
Passing 900 feet.
Come on, baby.
Passing 800 feet.
Climb, baby, climb.
Passing 700 feet.
That decoy was too soon.
Passing 600 feet. Passing 500 feet. Passing 400
Can be
feet.
careful to not
Con
broach the
sonar,
boat.
we are cavitating.
Passing 300 feet.
Null all rates. This weapon, come on up. Swing our ass to it.
Con sonar, Sierra 2 is cavitating.
And drop.
Con, maneuvering. Making
Passing 300 feet.
Dropping the magic 8
knuckle
ball.
formed. Passing 4.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Passing 500 feet.
Dropping the
Passing
magic 8 ball.
600 feet.
Our weapon seems to have him.
Con sonar, noise.
Passing 700 feet.
Alright, we are now underneath that
Passing
torpedo.
800 feet.
Safely underneath that torpedo.
Passing 900 feet.
Let's not get deep enough that the other one picks us back up, though. So I'm gonna go
Passing
ahead and have the boat
1,000
level
feet.
off at this point. Wait, did it reacquire?
Passing 1,100 feet.
That one did.
Con
Further
sonar,
than 2.
noisemaker, bearing 226.
The one above us didn't. Far one did. Okay. I'm almost wondering, how far down is that November? Yeah, it's too deep. We're running pretty low for this boat anyway. Remember, remain calm at all times. Keep your hands and arms inside the submarine.
Con,
We will be
knuckle
making
formed.
some very aggressive maneuvers.